Kak
Hello,
Kizi.
so
Kizit.
yes,
Yep.
yeah. Hello.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. Finally. So, how to say? We can start for our webinar. So
Yep.
yeah, time is yours.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Mhm.
Sorry, I just finished my class, so it's a bit late, but I hope that it will not decrease our barakah in this session. So hello everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much for being here. And it's just a disclaimer that we are doing some sharing session or discussion about risk is a gift. We are talking about provision or what is provided by Allah for us. So if you guys could make some reaction or put something on the comments, or you want to interrupt me in the middle, feel free, and then we can discuss on the risk itself. I will share to you. Okay, let me share screen first. Before then, I would like to ask you guys, like, what do you think of risk, or how you define the risk on your own definition? Maybe I could have some, default meanings from you guys or opinions. You could put maybe on the comment, or anyone wants to unmute themselves. That's okay too. Meanwhile, I'm opening this this presentation. It's taking quite a long time. It's kind of not responding a little bit. Oh, it is not responding a little bit here. Let me open this. Okay. I'll share screen. Oh, this one. Okay, anyone can put their definition of risk on the comment. Let me see. Anyone want to drop their definition of risk, maybe? Is it already showing? Oh, yeah. It's, the screen is already shared, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's over here.
Alhamdulillah. All right. Okay, thank you, Lovey. Lovey, or how do
Yeah.
how
Yeah,
did I spell your
you're
name?
right. You're right,
Is
sis.
it
It's
okay? Is
Lovey.
it correct?
Is it
Like
correct?
Lovey?
Or Lovey?
Yeah, because it sounds like the music. Lovey.
Yeah, the singer.
Lovey.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
Lovey. Yeah,
beautiful.
sure.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Thank you, Lovey,
Yeah,
for
thank you.
such an insightful introduction. Okay, so we can start on this talking about Rizq as a gift. I'm sorry I'm putting dollar bills here because it's not providing a rupiahs one, but I hope it's just a visual representation of our topic right now. So, how do I call, like, guys and girls maybe? Inshallah, Bismillah, for this session, we're talking about risk. This is like the purpose of this session is to gather knowledge, but here I'm just sharing some insights that we are talking about the risk itself. Perhaps it could benefit for you, and it could benefit for myself as well. Okay. So I want to start with delivering a good news that the risk that we already know, the risk perhaps in the form of money, and then food, place that where we live, maybe a house, maybe other things, family also included as a risk, it is actually already guaranteed. Okay, guaranteed means that it is already allocated for you. Okay, even before everything started, like in Lahu Mahfuz, it's already written for you. Let's say now we have a salary of 10 million uh, per month. That is a risk, right? The risk is our salary 10 millions per month. So this amount or this type of risk already written long time before even we created. So it is already guaranteed. Logically speaking, if we work and then we get the salary of 10 millions, then we get the 10 millions. Other scenario is that if we don't work, we still get the 10 million that month. But from where? So this is the logic saying we will get the risk no matter what happens. Whether it's from our job, our work, whether it's from our parents, maybe, whether we got some gift, a giveaway, or lottery or something that's in Western era. But the 10 million will be on our hand, no matter what happened, no matter where is it from. Is it from our job? Is it from our friends? Is it from our parents? It will come to us. It is guaranteed. Guaranteed means whatever happened, like you're buying a product, you're buying a TV, and then if it's broken, whatever the damage is, it is guaranteed. They will fix it for you. They will give the service, free service. Because whatever the damage, whoever doing the damage to that TV, it is guaranteed to be serviced by the company. So risk is also guaranteed, but the way how we get it, the process, whether it comes from work, it comes from, it's given from our parents, maybe, it's not, it's different. Okay, but the risk itself, it's already written. It's the most special gift, let's say, the most special gift. It's just like saying Allah already put in Law Mahfuz, or Allah already uh, write, write a check for us. Yeah, like, okay, so this person will get the risk of 10 million. This person will get the risk or salary of 5 million. This person, even before, long time before we were born. Okay, so it's already written there. It's already allocated. It's already guaranteed. But we, in our perspective, we always think if I don't go to work, then I will not get risk. If I don't, don't do this and that, if I don't ask for my, if I don't ask from my parents, ask for money from my parents, then I will not get the money. I will not get the risk, let's say. It's actually incorrect. Because the money will come to you no matter what happened. Are you trying to look for it or not? Are you asking for it or not? The money will be on your hand because it is already guaranteed that you will get it. So our perspective should be different now. Okay, it's not because we work, then we get the money, we get the risk. It's not because of that. We get the money because Allah already allocated, already guaranteed, already written and put the allocation, like this is the risk for him, this is the risk for her. No matter it comes from where, but the amount, the risk itself, it's already allocated. So we may say that even though I'm not working, I could still get the 10 millions? Yes. But this is another context for that. We'll get into it. And some people think that, with the mindset of, if I don't go to work, I will not get the salary, I will not get the risk, I will not get the 10 millions. So let's chase for the money. Like, let's do overtime, let's do another part-time job for backup. Let's say, I don't know, maybe in my old age I will need more money. Maybe I will be laid down, or I will be fired by my company, so I need more money for my savings, for my old age, or for my children's later on. I need more backup. I don't think I will have much money in the future, so let's work ourselves out now the best we could, the most money that we can have right now for the backup. Like, we don't believe that it is guaranteed over there. We don't really convince that the risk is already guaranteed, whether we work for it or not. That's why the mindset of capitalism said, is always seeking for money, is always chasing for money, is always talking about time is money, everything is money oriented, because they don't believe that it is actually guaranteed. They always look for more, and more, and being greedy about it. We'll go deeper for that. Then, if the statement is, so whether I work or not working, I will get the 10 million, the answer is yes. If it's already allocated for you to get 10 million in a month, then you will get it whatever the source is. If let's say we are not working, we are still looking for a job, and then suddenly our parents said that, oh, we finally sold our blah 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 blah, and then we share it to our kids. This is your spare, this is your share, and you can have this for your savings and stuff. That 10 million. Or your friend coming and saying like, now finally I have I can pay for my debt. So he owes you money, and then he never paid the debt, and then suddenly he come to you and paid the debt about 10 million. That's the risk of 10 million without working. But then we're asking, like, so why should we work then? If the risk is already there, if Allah already provide me the money and it's guaranteed, why should I look for it then? So we need to understand, why are we doing something? It has to be underlined by some motivation and reasonings. Why are you doing this? Why do you study? Why are you here even? Why are you working? Why are you pursuing degrees on your university? Why are you looking for a job? You must have a strong why for that. And for Muslim, and from our previous session about the real success, we're talking about that earlier, that the real success is when we enter Jannah. Of course, we want to be success. We want to enter Jannah. So we ask, how to get to Jannah? To get to the paradise, we must accumulate some kind of pahala. We must avoid sins, making mistakes and stuff. We must follow the order of Allah. We must obey. we must do this thing and that, and we have certain roles as human in this world. We have roles, we have something to do. Allah told us to do something in this world. There are two roles, two big roles of human in this earth. The first one is to become the servant of Allah, like we are praying, we are doing rituals and to Allah. And the second is being the Khalifa, or the leader of ourselves, of our family, of the earth, being the leader. Okay, so from these roles, we have responsibilities, right? We have something that we should do according to that responsibility. So, which category are you? Are you man or woman? If you are a man, you have a responsibility of being a man, being a real man. And again, a man could be what role? Are you a son? Are you a student? Are you a worker, or you a father? It has certain responsibility here. The responsibility will be reflected to the pahala that you can get from your roles. Let's say you are 24 years old. On your age, your responsibility, your roles as a man or as a guy is to provide for your parents, or maybe to do good things for yourself, to provide for yourself, to survive this life. So you should do some kind of work. This is the form of ibadah as well. But the underlying reasons is not to get money. Okay, so the big reason, the why should I work, is not to get money. It is to complete or to fulfill my job as a man, as a human, as a servant of Allah, to obey the order from Allah that Allah told me to fulfill my responsibility as a man in this earth. That I should build, I should provide for my parents, for my family, for my future family, let's say, because I have this responsibility as a human. I have to help people. That's why I'm doing voluntary charity. I have to survive here. I have to do many things in ibadah. If I want to perform da'wah, if I want to help other people, then I should upgrade myself first. I have to be professional. I have to be knowledgeable. So I go to study. I go to the university. So the reason why we go to university is not because my parents told me so, or everyone is doing it. Why won't I? It's not because of that. It's not because the mainstream or everyone is doing it, then we do it. It's not because our parents told us so. It's not because of the money. It's not because solely, yeah, I love physics, I love math, so I want to do this thing. I don't know what else I can do. So let's just study. So let's just pursue a degree. I don't know what I have to do with my life, so let's just go with the flow. Nope. Never do our life that way, following people around, following the mainstream. Because in the end, we will feel empty. We will feel bored. Okay, now I'm already in university. I graduated. Now I'm already working. What then? What next? Oh, people, everyone is building a family. Okay, now I'm getting married, and then I have kids, and then I put my kids into the school, and my kids go to university. They work. They give me money, and those cycle of life is a mindless journey of life, because it doesn't have a big vision. our big vision is to get the real success, is to go home to the paradise, to Jannah. And how can I get the Jannah? Is by doing our best in this earth, reflecting to the roles. Men have the responsibility of providing for family. That's why they should work. Women should be the madrasatul, so they should be the house or the caretaker of the children. So they should be knowledgeable. They should know about whole things, parenting skills, man as well as father. So that's the big vision that we are working, we are going into this life. But nowadays, if we're talking about women, it's kind of tricky because actually in Quran or in Islam, women is always provided, or it's always the responsibility of someone or some people. Like when they are not married yet, a girl, let's say a girl, is the responsibility of their parents. So the father should provide her, should give her money, should give her food, place of living and stuff. But once she get married, then she will be provided by the husband. That's in Islam, okay? But nowadays, in this capitalistic world, in this modern era world, even women is expected, even pushed and forced to work to sustain for themselves, because the parents are no longer provide for them and they're not married. But even sometimes when they're already married, the husband even asking for women to go to work, or even the women themselves want to get into the career. So how can we look at this is that what is our responsibility, the main responsibility of ourselves first? What should I do here to get me into Jannah? So if I can get Jannah from working, from providing for my family, let's say a man, a husband, or a father, they look for, they are working. In their mind, they are not looking for the money. They are not chasing the money, but they are trying to fulfill. I'm doing this for Allah. I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this to get pahala, barokah for my work, from my job, to fulfill my responsibility, to provide for my family, and to get pahala from that. And then that pahala will be accepted, inshallah, accepted by Allah, and it can get me into Jannah. So that's the obligation, that's what we have to do. We understand first, what is my responsibility? What should I do? And like, can it get me to Jannah? And with this mindset, we will not choose the job that is haram, lying, scamming things, or bitcoins, riba. We will not choose that, because that's exactly where we can get sins from. How can I get Jannah from working in, let's say, a bank, or like in the core of it, or in riba, or in the place that's prohibited, or even corrupt. We do our work but corrupt in the place. Do money laundering, selling alcohol drinks. How can we get Jannah from this work? Okay, so by knowing the real reason why should I work, it will reflect it. It will define what kind of work I should do, what kind of work that I should not do. I should not take. Even though they offer you, oh, come on, if you're doing a Bitcoins or investments, you can get like 3 billions per year. You can multiply your money and stuff. Oh, you can be rich. We will not get into that trap anymore because, oh, like, what's the use of being rich if I can't get to Jannah? If it just get me into sins and gets me into hellfire. I'm rich now in earth, yes. I got a lot of companies corrupt, being corrupter. You're wealthy, but it's only lasts for how many years? 70s, 80 years, 90 years. But then in afterlife, for the eternity, we don't get the paradise, we don't get the Jannah. Uh, do we want to trade our eternal life in hereafter with the wealth for 70, 80 years only? Because we have the big vision. I want to get to the paradise. How can I go there? How can I get there? And if we are go through that, oh, as a man or as a woman, this is my responsibility. As a man, maybe most of you are adult, I have to provide for my parents. I have to help my parents. I have to work. But the work itself is not based on the money. It's based on our iman and taqwa to Allah to fulfill our responsibility. Sorry, I got too long in that slide actually. So yeah, so there is a difference. Wealthy and well off. Actually, there is no such thing as poor. Okay, it's just well off. Well off is enough. You can stay alive. You have food. You are provided. But the problem is we want too much. We can bear doing a public transportation, going everywhere. There are busway. There are many things. But we want a bike. We want a car. We want 2 cars. We want 2 bikes. We want big bike, or we want a cool bike. We want a house. We want a villa. We want but actually that's not we need it. So many financial advisors told us not to increase our income, but rather decrease our expenses. The best financial tips usually talking about that. And being wealthy is actually asking for greater responsibility because it's related to hisab. So every single objects, things, stuff that you have on your house, on your room, it will be asked for. It will be asked for the accountability. What you use it for, where does it come from? So it's will be in your responsibility. Okay. So this is just an illustration. Live like a bird, live for a day. From Islamic proverbs, they said the wealthy person is someone who already have food for tomorrow. So someone who is wealthy is someone who already have food, already have something to eat the next day, one day, only tomorrow. That's considered as wealthy. We have our own standard of being wealthy or rich, okay? Oh, I can consider a rich person is someone who got the deposits of 100 millions or 1 billion on their deposits, or someone who has villa, someone who has 5 cars, someone who blah 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 blah. That's our definition of a wealthy person. But in Islam, a wealthy person or a rich person is someone who have food for tomorrow. It's already wealthy. Live like a bird. A bird never stores or like having a backup or a deposit on their banks or on their nest. They don't. They go in the morning. They fly in the morning, finding food. They came when it's sunset. They came to the nest, give the food to the what is the children, the little birds. Okay, their kids, and then they're full for that day. They're not hungry anymore. That's enough. They don't have backup of worms or fishes put into the nest. They don't have some kind of bank to put their food for, maybe for tomorrow, maybe for summer, maybe for winter. Like, they don't. They just live for that day. They just look for food for that exact day. They find the food. They came home, bring the food for that day for the family. And then the next day, they go again. They find food again for that exact day. They come home and give to the children, to the kids or the birds, the little birds. Exactly like that. Because we don't know when will we die. It could be tomorrow. Why should we try to, like building a palace or building a lot of storing a lot of money, saving lots of money, and who knows, tomorrow it's gone. We can't get it anywhere. We can't take it with us. So there is a probably saying this: live for a day. So our mistakes sometimes is that we think the risk is given. It's actually not. It's like a rent. Okay, when we renting a room from the landlord, we can use the room, but it's not ours. Okay, so this body, it's rented. It will be asked for in the day of judgment. Will be asked what you use your hands for, what you use your eyes for, what you use your money for, where does it come from. It will be asked, accounted. We cannot bring it and, oh, it's damaged, oh, I use it for doing sins, because it's not ours. We were born with nothing. We're baby. We don't bring anything from our mom's womb. We don't have anything. And then Allah provide us, give us rizq of two hands, rizq of eyes can see, rizq of food, rizq of parents. Those everything are rizq, but it's not for us to take it for granted. It will be asked later on. And the concept of risk is that something that we use, not something that we have. Let's say we have 10 millions on our bank, but we don't use it for anything. That's not considered as risk. But if we use the money, let's say 1 million from the bank, we use the money, and then we send it for donation for Palestine. Okay, we use that 1 million. So our risk actually that 1 million. And then let's say we use another 2 millions for our food in a month. So our risk for that month is 3 millions. What about the rest of 7 millions? It's not our risk, because there could be something happen. You're being deceived by a person. You are being scammed, and you lost 7 millions in an instant. Because from the start, what is already written, your risk is 3 millions only. But what you have 10 millions in the bank, it's not ours. It's just, like it's transferred somewhere, but it goes again. So, uh, oh, and let's say we have we bought books, but the book is not read. It's still on the cover, like the plastic cover is still on it. We don't read it yet. It's not our risk because we don't use it. We don't use it yet. Even if it's ours, in our possession, it's not our risk yet. Once we read it and we get the lesson, the knowledge from the book, that become our risk. But it could happen another scenario. Our friend coming and then they said, "Oh, what a nice book. Let me see." And then we said like, I don't think I can read that. Do you want that book? You can take it. So that book become the risk of our friend. Our friend didn't do anything. They don't even buy the book, but they get it for free from us. So the risk, this is our friend risk. They can get something for free. They can get something without working, without finding the money from, without doing anything. That's the concept of risk. So how should we look for it? Like the the source of it from the Surah Ar-Rad. This is the verse of 11. I want to highlight this one. Allah does not change people unless they change what is in their hearts. Means that we can work, we can do effort, we can change our destiny, we can change our life to become better, to live comfortably. But we should change what's in our hearts, not the outside, not the appearance, not the physical things. It's not changing the job. Sometimes it's not changing the job, but changing our attitude. If we are a professional worker, then we will deserve a high salary. Someone will come and offer us, "You are a very good worker. You're a very good, you're doing a very good job in your, why are you staying in that company? Let's go to my company. They will give you more. They will appreciate you more." Because we changed our attitude. We do our work professionally. We do it honestly. Allah will lead you to a better risk. So, uh, with the iman here, there are three things. Iman, our faith. We are thinking about the Jannah. Okay, in our iman, it's only thinking about the paradise, only thinking about how can I do better on my prayers. Choose the work that allow you to pray 5 times, because the one who provide the money, the big boss, is Allah. It's not our boss in the company. And then being grateful about whatever we got from Allah. Shukr, it's in ourselves. And then what we seek is the barakah. If doing this work will give me barakah, then do that work. If this will lead me to bad things, negativities, a lot of sins and stuff, then there will be no barakah in it. So, this is the conclusion of all. We need to lower our wants, and we need to be more grateful on what we already have, because actually we own nothing. We don't have nothing in this life. We came with nothing, and we will go back with nothing. And if we have too much, actually there are a lot of responsibilities lies in that, because of the hisab. That's why so many people said that rich people actually have a longer hisab than the poor ones, because there are so many things to be accountable for. It's a heavy burden. It's hard to achieve our Jannah if we have we have a lot of too much accountabilities for, and we are being grateful for what we already have. The same as the Quran said, if we are being grateful, we shukr for what Allah already gave us, then Allah will give more. Because when someone give us something and then we said, oh, thank you very much, I will maintain it, nurture it, they will be happy and give you more. But if you are given something and then you go, this is my salary. Why are you giving me such low salary, Allah? Oh my, this isn't complainings. My low salary, complaining family, complaining this and that. Then what do you expect Allah will look at you? Like, I already gave you many things. If you're comparing with maybe Palestinians or maybe other people in this world, you are considered as the luckiest person. But we tend to look like, I don't have enough. And it's not making a living, but earn a living. Well, it could look like it's similar, but make a living is like building a palace, storing a backup for this and that, maybe in case that I would need it for my hospital bills, in case this, in case that, some certain of backup. But it will turn into greed. But earn a living is like, I need to work to provide for my family, to help my parents, to provide for myself, to survive, for our own needs. So we have to count ourselves, what is the real needs that I need. Let's say I only need 1 million per month. My salary is 5 millions, let's say. What should I do with another 4? It's not going to the shopping list here and there. Oh, I should get this, I should buy this and that. No, we should do the rest of the 4 allocated for our Jannah. What can I do with this spare that can increase my possibility, my chance to get to Jannah? Oh, I have to do the donations. I have to sadaqah for da'wah, for this, for that. Everything is invested for our afterlife, because world is riskier. And don't focus on the guaranteed risk. Don't focus on the salary amount. Oh, I got 5 million, 10 million, 20 million, 100 millions. If it can't get you to Jannah, it doesn't have any meaning. It's useless. So not focus on the amount, or what do I have now, what I don't have now, what should I have later in the future, but focus on how can I get the pahala, because it's not guaranteed. Our paradise is not guaranteed. So this is what we should focus on, what we should work for. I should work for pahala, not for the risk, because the risk is already provided. It will be provided to us. Allah already provided us, but we are the ones who think that it's never enough. So I guess we can get more into discussion. I'm so sorry if it takes a long time for me to explain, and I'm so sorry if there are some things that is incorrect or not determined well when I explain, but I'm expecting that we have more in the discussion or Q&A. Okay, thank you very much. Inshallah, alhamdulillah, amen. I will get back to Lofi.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Thank you, sister. This is amazing. I'm sorry if my English still have a little bit for answer or for have to respond, but that was so great. So yeah, okay, guys, if you wanna give the questions or wanna say something, asking or wanna respond, so time is yours.
I want to
Anyone? Okay, sure, Handika.
Yeah,
Yes.
but maybe in Indonesian because
Yeah,
It's
no
okay.
worries.
Yep, it's
ya
okay.
ya gini sih. Jadi cerita pengalamanku ya. Aku dulu tuh sosok seseorang yang cukup fanatik. Jadi ya mungkin bersih-bersih masjid, terus juga adzan. Ya pokoknya banyak hal-hal yang berbau Islam lah kulakukan dengan cara yang fanatik. Tapi di suatu saat ketika aku mengalami perubahan lingkungan, mungkin waktu di kuliah, aku belajar filsafat, aku bertemu dengan orang-orang yang berusaha untuk menyadarkanku ya, apa kayak mempengaruhiku untuk mungkin banyak meragukan keesaan Tuhan atau dan lain sebagainya. Dari situ tuh aku bahkan sampai mungkin jadi agnostik, bukan nggak percaya Tuhan ya, tapi yang penting berbuat baik aja lah. Nah, untuk sekarang ini aku ingin kembali gitu. Ini agak mungkin out of topic ya. Uh, Ingin kembali. Aku sudah berusaha untuk beribadah seperti dulu. Mungkin untuk sholat tahajud, untuk menjalankan ya perintah-perintah Islam gitu. Tapi aku kok tidak merasakan kedamaian, tidak merasakan bahwa aku dekat dengan Tuhan gitu. Apakah aku dijauhkan karena dulu pernah mungkin meragukan dan lain sebagainya. Semua bentuk ibadahku tuh serasa hanya pergerakan fisik saja. Namun tidak ada kedekatan hati untuk kembali ke sana gitu. Ya aku merasa sedih sih bahwa dulu mungkin bisa beribadah dengan nyaman, bisa mungkin menangis saat sholat, tapi sekarang tuh nggak bisa. Dan aku bingung gitu, apa yang harus kulakukan? Karena aku mencoba untuk mempelajari ya pengajian atau apapun itu kayak gak terketuk gitu hatiku. Maksudnya gak bisa merasakan bahwa ibadahku itu khusyuk. Gak bisa merasakan bahwa aku tuh diperhatikan sama yang maha kuasa gitu. Nah, kira-kira gimana ya? Apa saran atau ada masukan supaya aku bisa kembali? Aku merasa sangat berdosa sih, mungkin karena pernah meragukan, pernah jauh dari yang di atas gitu, pernah merasa tidak membutuhkannya dan lain sebagainya. Tapi ingin kembali kok susah gitu. Apakah aku dikutuk atau maksudnya karena aku pernah melakukan ya mungkin agnostik itu tadi, ya seperti itulah. Kira-kira apakah pernah ada yang mengalami hal serupa ataukah bisa memberikan saran gitu. Karena aku merasa ibadahku yang sekarang hanya fisiknya saja, tapi hatinya tuh tidak merasa dekat gitu. Itu sih.
Okay, thank you very much. Would you prefer me to answer in English or Bahasa?
English gak apa-apa. Aku cuma
Okay,
susah speakingnya.
okay, no worries. Thank you very much for your question. That's a splendid one. I also experienced the same with you, actually. Earlier, my journey as well, like what we call hijrah. So I'm going to say that it's actually a good news for you because one thing in this life we are never on the same level. Okay, let's say someone is on the elementary school, they will get the harder question, harder tests and trials to get to the senior schools and then to the university to so they got more trials, harder, more difficult, facing more difficult tests in their life to be upgraded. So I suspect that Kak Handika actually being upgraded. Okay, rather than we are saying like curse or something. No, Allah doesn't curse. But Allah loves you so much that He actually uplift you, upgrade you into a higher ones, a higher level. Maybe now, when we're looking at the past, you said that You feel the connection with Allah when you're in the mosque, right? Spend more time in the mosque. But Allah look at you as you are a functional human. You can get more benefit for other people. You have to be more beneficial for many people, not only for the mosque. You already have the foundation of the iman, the faith. But this is what is called a journey. I don't know. Are you working now or like
Yeah, I'm working now.
okay in a professional environment, right?
Yep,
You met you met more people rather than your past in the mosque,
yep.
right? Okay. And do you think your situation and condition better, like in the maybe you can be more useful and beneficial, you can do more things in your situation now rather than your past? Okay.
Yeah, yep,
Yeah. So you reach more people in your life now. And Allah look at your potential. If you just stay in the mosque, it doesn't mean that it's bad. It is good, but it is like like a training session, training. Like you watch some movies, old movies like kung fu something. You have to stay on the temple. You train yourself for the karate, and then you go out to the world out there, and you perform that skill. You're being useful for more people. Allah look at your potential over there on your iman and faith, that you have a strong iman and faith, you have the connection in the past. And but you have to be what is it, you have to be prepared as well for the world that is agnostic, atheist. You will face many kind of people, so you have to understand. And the journey is that you become it them yourself. You become the agnostic yourself. You become the those people yourself, not because of that Allah direct you into that, no, but so you understand, oh, this is how agnostic people feelings, this is how they think. So once I go back to Islam, so once I go back to my faith, I can be useful. I can reach some people who are agnostic to get them into Islam. That's what we call da'wah. Or we can function more, we can function better, we can be better Muslim, and people around us look at you. You are a good Muslim, and you have a professional work. You're a better person now, but you're also strong on your faith. Regarding the connection of the prayer rituals, again, this is upgrading. Okay, when we try to upgrade, when we try to do more difficult question, we need more knowledge on it. We need more trainings for that. We need more effort to get the khushu, to get the feelings of it. So we need to acquire more knowledge. Maybe like the depth, like a full akidah, ahlak, tazkiyatun nafs, and then how to grow the feelings of khushu. Maybe it's no longer doing a kajian on salat itself, but how to be mindful or how to do it in a khushu way. So that's another level. Okay, because now the shaitans around you is upgraded as well. Like they're not they're not kiddos anymore like in your past. Now they're like the high level. Okay, they make you not feeling not connected to Allah. They make you this and that because they also upgraded themselves. Means that your enemy getting stronger, but it also means that you are stronger yourself. you are actually in a higher level, but you face more challenges. So how can I build this? How can the thing is, don't stop. Keep doing it. Keep doing the prayers, the mandatory prayers, the tahajjud or anything else. Try to remember, what did I do in the past that makes me feel connected to Allah? Oh, I spent almost 5 hours in mosque, or maybe I do some things like I recite Quran, khatam Quran, like do that things because I have succeeded in the past. That way, maybe if I try now, it will work as well. But again, that's hidayah. Allah will give us that tranquility, that peace, if He's willing to. And we should look for the sins as well. Maybe there are mistakes or sins that uncovered or we missed. So we should reflect to ourselves, what makes me, what make it difficult for me to be connected in my prayers. Just list them all, do everything you can do. And the last thing is that the most important thing is not the result. The most important thing is the process, the effort. So whether in the end you will be khushu, whether in the end you will perform whole prayers, whether it resulted to you get connected, to get the feeling or not, the result is not important. We are not focusing on the result because it is Allah who gave us. But we are focusing on the effort that we are doing. Allah wants to see you. Allah wants you to get pahala from your efforts. The more you are doing the effort, the more pahala you can get. So I don't mind, I never get there, because the more I try to get there, the more effort that I'm doing, right? The more pahala I will get it. But once I get it, I feel connected, I feel tranquility, I feel peace. Then what else I should do? Where other source of pahala that I can get? Oh, I should do charity, I should do this, I should do that. Allah is us to get the pahala from patience. Be patient with yourself. Nurture yourself. Take care of yourself. You will get the pahala from that. And if you husnuzan to Allah, you keep doing that. You're persistent. You're thankful to God. Thank you very much. I have this opportunity, even though I still don't feel connected with you, but I will try again and again. Because the result is in your hand, Ya Allah. But all I can do is ikhtiyar, the effort. And you may accept my effort. I guess that's from me.
Yeah, can I ask one more question?
Yes, yeah, no problem.
Ya, bahasa Indonesia ya. Jadi salah satu perubahanku dulu tuh karena banyak yang menasehatiku sih, tapi kenyataannya tuh nggak sesuai dengan apa yang mereka katakan. Jadi gini, ini pengalaman pribadiku ya. Banyak orang yang misalnya aku melakukan sesuatu gitu ya, wah itu nggak boleh, wah itu haram, wah itu dosa, wah kamu apa melakukan ini, pokoknya semuanya dikatakan dosa. Atau aku bertemu dengan orang-orang yang cukup fanatik, misalnya musik itu haram, atau kayak semua yang kita lakukan tuh gak boleh, sangat haram dan menurutku gak sesuai dengan logikaku gitu. Tapi nyatanya akhlak dari orang-orang yang menasihatiku juga gak bagus gitu. Maksudnya bisa dikatakan apa yang dia katakan dan apa yang dia lakukan gak sesuai. Jadi cenderung munafik ya. Nah, awal aku berubah tuh karena banyak bertemu orang yang semacam itu. Tapi saat kutanya alasannya mereka lah, kan sampaikanlah walaupun satu ayat gitu. Maksudnya dengan ilmu yang sedikit pun yang penting ku sampaikan. Kamu nggak boleh gini, nggak boleh gini, nggak boleh gini, kayak malah terkesan mereka cenderung mengutuk gitu atau menyalahkan atas ya sesuatu yang mereka anggap salah gitu. Nah, terus pertanyaanku, gimana sih cara berdakwah yang benar? Karena rata-rata dari kita kan apa ya, ketika kita dinasehati gitu, dinasehati oleh seseorang mungkin, Namun orang tersebut tidak berkelakuan hal yang sama, ya. Jadi membuat dia itu orang itu ragu gitu. Apakah kita harus baik dulu baru kita nasihat? Tapi kalau kita harus baik dulu kan juga susah. Kalau kasusnya yang orang tadi, dia nggak baik tapi suka menasehati, tapi ya cenderung munafik kan, karena dia apa ya, ternyata kelakuannya kayak gimana, kayak berlawanan dari apa yang dia katakan. Nah kan jadi kontradiksi gitu. Tapi aku nggak suka sih jujur terlalu yang dulu ya dulu. Kalau sekarang aku bisa menerima karena memang aku juga ingin kembali. Tapi yang dulu tuh kebanyakan yang menasehati atau mendakwahiku itu wah dikit-dikit haram, semuanya dosa kayak gitu-gitu. Orang yang akhlaknya nggak sesuai. Jadi apa yang dikatakan nggak sesuai dengan realita yang dia jalankan gitu. Nah terus berdakwah yang bagus tuh seperti apa? Nah itu pertanyaanku.
Okay, thank you very much. This is very interesting question talking about dawah. Yes, so when we are talking about giving advices, prohibiting someone, giving a suggestion, and this is haram, this is halal, you should not do that, you should not do that, we can divide it into two perspectives, okay? On ourselves and on other people. From the first one, okay, the Jannah, okay, paradise is our own responsibility, individual responsibility. This is my own responsibility. Whatever people are doing, they cannot help me. I cannot help other people as well. So my Jannah is my own responsibility. Their Jannah is their responsibility. So when we're looking at the other people, it may be hard to accept, but I'm gonna try to explain. They are doing sins, they are doing mistakes, or they're doing what they didn't do what they said, like in the nasihat, right? It's their own problems. It's their sins, it's their mistakes, it's their Jannah will be taken care of. It's not our area. So they're right when they said, just deliver the message, da'wah. Tell one ayah, tell it, even it's just one ayah, tell it to someone else. That's true, that's correct. So we can take that, okay, thank you for your nasiha, thank you for the advice, thank you for the suggestion, and then stop. We don't need to judge other people, or we don't need to look at their mistakes, at their sins when they are delivering it. Whether they're actually a bad person, actually they are dating, but then they said like, don't do dating, it's zina, blah 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 blah. Hello, you yourself do the dating, yeah, but I'm telling the truth that it is prohibited and blah blah blah. Yes, but how we look at them, our lesson learned. Okay, that's another perspective. Now look at the munafiq way, perspective. Munafiq is actually a definition used in the Prophet Muhammad SAW era. It's by when you are not saying what you are believing, or you are not showing what you're believing. Like, or I believe in Allah. I say it and I deliver it to other people, but I didn't do the prohibition, this kind of like a eat pig or something else, but I didn't deny the words. So it's not munafiq, but it is an ill characters, a bad akhlaq. We're talking about the akhlaq of a person, the characteristic of the person. If we are looking at, you already stated that there are two options. So should someone who's doing da'wah is someone who's free of sins, who's someone who is very good person, who's doing what he said, then there will be no single person on earth except Rasulullah SAW who deserve, or who are who should do the da'wah, because he always do what he said. But human cannot. Other humans, I mean, like us, we have our weaknesses. We've done so many mistakes. We're doing sins as well. We're not even doing what we tell other people. But this is a different area of da'wah, an area of personal akhlak. In area of da'wah, that person that you met in the past, maybe they are good. I mean, not that good. I mean, but like they are doing their job in da'wah. They're delivering the true message. But in the area of the personal akhlak, maybe they still fail on it. But we all are like them. We all just like them. We all have sins. We all have mistakes. So how can we look at this? We separate, okay? For ourselves, for our own perspective, I want to do da'wah because this is a responsibility as well. It is actually wajib. The law of doing da'wah is actually wajib. So everyone should do the da'wah, even the slightest effort. Sharing post stories, those daily stories like that, mood boosters. Everyone should do the da'wah. But then we feel like, I have a lot of sins. I don't even do what I'm telling other people. It's different thing. Do the da'wah. Meanwhile, we are progressing ourselves. We make ourselves better. We improve ourselves to be better. We are doing the effort of doing what we said. Again, the critical point is the progress, not the result. If we are looking at someone, he is doing da'wah, but he is still not perfect, or he is doing bad things as well, the problem lies not in the da'wah. The problem lies in the person. We can say that person is still on progress in improving himself to be a better Muslim in practicing what he said to other people. But he already fulfilled his job, his responsibility in doing the da'wah. So it is separated. For ourselves as well, we should not be insecure. I don't have knowledge. I'm not perfect. I'm still doing sins. I'm still doing mistakes. I have a lot of weaknesses. There is no connection. You're doing da'wah, you should do that da'wah. It's wajib. It's like praying, salat. Even if we are still lying, we are still doing sins, but we should pray, right? 5 times a day. We should do no matter what. No, like we don't wait for ourselves like, okay, let's wait when I am a better Muslim, then I will pray. No, we can't. Because that's the rules. The law is that we have to do that. Meanwhile, we are improving ourselves to be better Muslim or to be better person. It's the different perspective from the person or the individuals. Now, when we're looking at the da'wah itself, there is an art of da'wah. I read from the book of Stad Felix Xiao. It's talking about art of da'wah. It's mind-blowing because many of us doing the da'wah in a wrong way. There is no art in it. Never advise someone. Never give advice to someone who doesn't ask for it. or you don't have the place, like, or someone is not on the purpose. Like, let's say this webinar, this sharing session, we know, you already know when you get here you will be lectured like this. So sorry, but you already know that you will be lectured, and you have the purpose, you have the goals. Okay, I want to listen to this person, let's say. Maybe that's your motivation, or I don't know. But I already know that this environment is already comfortable enough for you to listen for advices, for knowledge, for things. But if you're just walking with your friends, and then your friends saying, hey, my girlfriend is blah blah blah, and then you just said that, oh my gosh, ya akhi, oh bro, why are you dating? That's haram, that's zina. Oh my gosh, you should not do that, you should not do that. That's not a good way to do da'wah. The art of da'wah is not like that. The art of da'wah is when someone asks for it, or in the environment of it, and when someone can absorb. Let's say your friend coming to you, and then your friend said, I don't know, I want to break up with my girlfriend, but I think like I was, and he's asking for advice to us. Then we can say, yes, brother, dating is haram. It's close to zina, right? Yeah, I know, but it's really hard for me. No, it's okay, but let's do the. So if someone asking for your advice, then yes, you can give your advice. But if someone is not asking for it, don't give it for free, because they may not accept it well. It happened to your situation. It looks like they judge you. They like they point their fingers towards you, like, whoa, you are doing zina, you are this, you are, because you are sinful, you're blah blah blah, like this. How can we go, like, how can we are trying, da'wah means we spread peaceful and beautiful message from Allah. That's why in art of da'wah, actually, for other person or for someone who's doing sins, we give the da'wah of hope. We give the positivities. But for ourselves, or for someone who's doing good things, or we feel like we already do good things, we da'wah ourselves, or we give the da'wah of negative punishment or something. So it's like this. When we're looking at someone dating, we are not saying that don't date, that's zina, blah blah blah. No. Instead, we should give them hope. We should give them some other things in Islam, but it gives them more understanding. So it requires a lot of effort, creativities and stuff, but it's worth it. Okay, so they are dating because they don't understand the concept of dating, the concept of zina, the concept of everything. That means lack of understanding of Islam. So how can I give a proper understanding without telling them to stop or to break up? Give them a book. A book of what? There is a book, Udah Putusin Aja, by, I don't know, by Hawaryono or something. Or, like, it's really soft. Or like, ask them, hey, let's join Islamic class on this. And then the topic is talking about dating, talking about the interaction between guys and girls. It's really smooth, but they don't feel judged. They don't feel like they are sinful. They have a better understanding. Later on, they will get it themselves. Oh, so what I've done all this time is wrong? Like someone who's not wearing hijab. It's not saying them, hey, cover your hair, close your, that's aura, and blah 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 blah, and mad at them, angry at them, and saying them that, this, you will be punished in hell by fire because your hair is like blah 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 blah. No, it's gonna backfire us. They will look at Muslim as someone who's like a police, halal haram, halal haram. It's not like that. Rasulullah never do that. We do the dawah like Rasulullah, smooth, with love. If you love someone, will you get angry to them? No. You will do many steps to make them understand that what they are doing is wrong, without them realizing that it's their fault. So we have to nurture our love to that person first, and then we want them to get into Jannah, because we want them to get into Jannah, but we look at them, oh, they're doing these sinful things and blah, blah, blah. But if I'm doing the da'wah awfully, they may not accept it. They even hate me, maybe. They even hate Islam, because I'm delivering Islam message in such a bad way, such an awful way. So I should try to be good myself first, should be a good role model of Muslim, not first, I mean, meanwhile. And then I'm trying to find ways, how can I assist this person toward the understanding so he can change himself. Not because I told him so, because I'm not his boss, I'm not his parent, I'm nobody. But how to make that person listen to me is that I have to do certain steps. It's a long way, but again, the efforts count. So I'm sad as well that many people who's doing da'wah maybe in a wrong way, or maybe in a not really in a pleasant way, but what we can do is that we appreciate their effort and we pray for them to be better, to be better da'i, to be better people who deliver message. At least they are doing da'wah. At least they are better than someone who's not doing it at all. So we're looking at other people in such a love and care. I want you to change, but I'm not pushing or forcing you, not in an angry way, not in a judging way. And for that, we can do the da'wah correctly and beautifully. I hope that okay.
Thank you so much. Very comprehensive answer. I so much thank you to you. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much for the question as well. It's really interesting.
Okay. Are we have a time? Still have a time for
Yeah, sure.
another
No worries.
participant? Okay. Maybe one more, or
Yeah.
how? Okay, one
Yes.
more. Okay.
Okay.
Because this time it's half. Yep.
Okay.
So, so if anyone here have the questions, want to ask you something, then time is yours.
Okay. Thank you, Kak Lovely. Actually, my friend left the question, but she has gone, so I will read it. How to balance between putting in personal effort and relying on Allah for risk?
Okay, thank you very much
Yeah.
for the question. The question, yeah,
Thank
I
you.
saw it from Love. I don't know. So many people are saying Lovey and Love, and okay, now Blue Sky. Okay, oh, wow, beautiful names. Yes, how to balance between the ikhtiyar and tawakkal. So in Islam, the terms is ikhtiyar, or the effort, putting in personal effort. That's ikhtiyar, our effort, and relying on Allah, the tawakkal, like letting it just how it is from Allah. So there are three elements that we are doing actually when we are trying to achieve something or we are doing something. The first is ikhtiyar, is the effort, work, study, teachings, other things, the activities, the effort, and then dua, prayer, and tawakkal. The tawakkal is something like letting go or believing in Allah, or how you call it, I guess, yeah, it's just letting to put trust on Allah, just let the result in Allah. So these three categories is actually should be done in the same time. Okay, in the same time, because the mindset, or like what I said around, is like you have to do effort, and then after doing effort you do the dua, the prayer. After that you tawakkal, let it be. So it's like a consecutive process, but actually it's not a consecutive. It should be on the same time. Okay, we're doing the effort, like we are working. While we are working, when we are working, we put our trust in Allah, we pray, we perform dua. Ya Allah, please let this job, this work, halal and barakah, and I will get the provision from this. This will lead to a good career and to provide for my family and stuff. So we are doing the dua in our ikhtiyar, in our efforts as well. And then in the middle of our work, we are working, and then in the middle of it, maybe we are praying, perform the salah, and then we pray again. But in the same time as well, we are having these feelings of tawakkul. It's like this. We are not worrying how much the company will pay me. I don't worry about that. I don't think about that even. Whatever given to me, that's why I accept from Allah. That's tawakkul. Whatever will happen in the future, I believe it in the hand of Allah. That's tawakkul. So when we are working, we are just focusing into ikhtiyar, into effort, into our personal effort. And then if we are doing some kind of presentation in front of the CEOs and board of directors, we are doing the best efforts we can. We are preparing, rehearsing, we are making the best presentation that we can, visuals and stuff. We are doing the best efforts, personal, putting the best personal efforts. But then once it's done, or when we are doing the presentation, we also pray, we also do dua. Ya Allah, please let my presentation works well. And then what about the result? Whether our presentation, our offer is accepted by the BOD or not, whether it is whether our boss happy about it or not, we don't think about it. We are tawakkul. The result of our effort, we accept any result is in the hand of Allah. So it's not actually balancing, but it's doing all three in the same time. When we are working, we don't worry. Will I do my job good or bad? Will I be scolded by my boss? Will I be this? No, because all those things is in the tawakkul area. The results, the things that are outside our control, whether we will be given the salary of 5 or 10 millions or whatever millions they will give me, that's in the hands of Allah. That's outside my territories. What can I do is that I'm doing my job professionally the best I could. This is my effort. But for the result, it's the tawakkul area. And meanwhile, I'm waiting for the results, something like even while I'm doing the work, while I'm waiting for the result, and after the result come out, I'm always doing the dua. So everything goes in the same time, again and again. After one work done, do another effort. One ikhtiar done, do another ikhtiar, another ikhtiar again. Do the dua. Tawakkul. Tawakkul is just tawakkul is like feelings, like the mindset of ours, the feelings, but also some kind of actions. It's like you're delegating some job to other person, and you just trust them. Ya Allah, I trust you that the result will be good, or the salary will be what I deserve. I trust you for my risk, for the guaranteed risk. What I could go for, what I could put my effort is the work itself. So we are not worried about the money, about the things we don't have, about whether we have a house or not, whether we have a car or not, whether we have this object or that object, whether we're gonna get married or not, whether all those things outside our ikhtiar area, something that is outside the area of what we can control, just put it on tawakkul. I believe that you will give me what I deserve. You will give me the best. I believe in you. So I don't worry about that. I will worry about my effort, about my pahala, those things. So we do it all three together, all the same time. I hope that answer.
So yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, I think it's done.
Let's wrap this up.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah, Alhamdulillah. Thank you,
Thank you,
Blue
Kak.
Sky. And sister Laila, how to say your name?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
okay.
Sister Laila. Laila or Layla. Yeah. Okay, Alhamdulillah. All this end. And thank you all for your participation. Your insight and contribution have been invaluable.